Hey, 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 it is Thursday, March 12th, something. I don't know. But it's Thursday. Getting ready. I'm preparing to head over to Jacksonville here shortly. If you're not into the CrossFit world, you won't know what I'm talking about. But if you are, I'm going to the Open Announcement 16.3 in Jacksonville tonight. So that's pretty exciting for a CrossFitter. You get to go see two great athletes participate in the workout. As soon as they announce it. These guys knock out the workout in front of just about every CrossFitter will be watching this tonight. So if you are watching it, look for me. I may run across the stage or anything. I don't know, to make sure I get on TV. But I'll definitely be broadcasting live while I'm there. Don't you worry. You guys will have a front row seat or wherever I am. If I meet someone, don't worry. I'll be going live a lot all night. So don't worry. Stay tuned. I know that I want to go ahead and get started. Not going to be on super long today, but yesterday asked me about the someone asked me about the mission statement, and me and Christina, we wrote that one personally. If you This was our first mission statement that we wrote a couple years or so ago. If you read blogs and that type of thing, there's different views out there. Some people say you keep it short, 2 or 3 sentences. Some people say just write a paragraph, whatever you want it to be. But me and Christina, we just sat down and basically decided everything that we wanted from the company. We basically just put it in writing. I had some good ideas. Christina makes it sound great. But these are our ideas, and we put in there exactly what we want the business to be long term and short, So we basically sat down and we really thought about it. It wasn't easy. Like, you don't sit down and write your mission statement in 5 minutes and that's it. It took us a few weeks. We kept going over it, and then we came up with exactly what it was. So I think that if you're really going to, sit down and come up with your mission statement, you need to have in there exactly what you want your company to be, right? And you don't have to get it right the first time. Get something up for your mission statement so you can know what your mission is. And then as you evolve, right, as your company evolves, the mission statement can change. There's nothing wrong with you changing your mission statement to be exactly what you want it to be, right? Me and Christina will probably change ours at the end of the year because our company now is totally different than it was when we first wrote it, a couple years ago. Things have changed, we have grown. So there's nothing wrong with changing the mission statement, but I say everyone definitely should have a mission statement. As you see, I have mine right behind me. I'm not going to read it. It's a little long. But I do look at it every single day, right? So when times get, tough and I'm not feeling great or something like that, I still see my mission statement every day. I probably should really read it every single day. I should take the 2 minutes to read it so that keeps on the forefront. Because the busier you get, more stressed out you get, you'll see that, it's easy to get distracted and forget why you're doing what you're doing, right? Which is hopefully something that you love. So that makes it easy. So if you don't have a mission statement, write you one. If you don't know how to write, just start writing stuff and read some stuff. You can email me. I'll respond. Shandon, can you put my email in the bottom again so that you guys can have my contact information? I'll help you write your. I'll help you, with some good ideas for your mission statement. I won't help you write it. I'm a horrible writer. Christina's an excellent writer. I just come up with ideas and she makes it sound smart. So, but I'll be able to give you some ideas for sure. So hopefully that helps. I think that was Candence yesterday asked that question. So I hope that helps some. Today we're going to talk briefly about negative feedback, right? I know that we all see the little posters online and on social media status and all that stuff. Don't listen to your haters, blah blah blah. Which I definitely I'm definitely from that school of thought. There definitely are some people that don't want to see you do well and stuff like that. But at the same time, all negative feedback isn't necessarily bad, right? Um, as you grow, as you get better, as the more mature you come, the more mature you become as a person and a business owner, you're gonna realize that your business isn't the best, even if it really is the best. You're gonna think it's not the best. There's always ways to improve, right? So let's say that we get negative feedback about us personally, as far as business, or we get negative feedback about our company, our brand. The first thing you want to do, you want to own it and figure out how to make it better, right? Anything else, own it. There's some truth to what this person is saying, even if they're emotional at the time. Even if they're there's a little truth in there, right? I've always found that to be true. Even if someone says something that's probably a lie, it isn't 100% true, but there's a little truth in there. All right, so you definitely want to own it. Just own it. Be the bigger person, own it, and figure out how can you make it better. That's the first thing. You try to make it better, even if they're not going to be a customer of yours or someone that you're going to have a lot of interaction with. Always try to make it better. It's better to appease this person, this one time and let them move on, rather than giving them a bad taste in their mouths over, just a pride issue going back and forth with someone. I've learned that it's better just to say, about certain things. It's better to say, okay, you're right, try to make it better, and then go from there. Another thing, assume that when someone gives you feedback, it is, someone said my connection is bad. I'm sitting in the office. I don't know why it's bad. I think that I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi. So, sorry guys. Is anyone else having trouble? Is it breaking up bad? I see Tambria said the connection is bad. I forgot to turn off the Wi-Fi so that I could just be on my data. Is everyone else okay? Give me some yes, no's. All right. So, well, I'll just keep going. Try to hurry and get off today since connection is bad. But the second thing is, so the first thing was own it, try to make it better. The second thing is assume that this person has good intentions, right? Assume that this person wants to see your company and brand grow more, right? Just assume that. Even if they don't, you just assume that it's always better. I always tell Christine, it's always better to assume that everyone wants to see you do good and you have good thoughts, positive vibes going through your head, rather than assuming that everyone is out to get you, right? That's going to make you miserable, people around you miserable. So don't do that. Assume that these people have good intentions and they want to see you succeed, so they're trying to help you, right? And that sort of brings me to my next one. Really remind yourself that most people do care about you. I think in this day and age with social media, everyone's quick to say, if someone doesn't agree or like exactly what you're doing, everyone's quick to say, oh, they're just, quote unquote hating on me and something like that. But that's not necessarily the case. Most people want to see you do well up to a certain point. I've talked about that before. Most people want to see you do well, though. They're willing to help you, especially if they're giving you advice. Most of the time, people that really don't want to see you do well, they're not going to really associate with you too much. All right, so just remember that most people want to see you do well, so they're trying to help you. They're trying to give you constructive criticism, right? That's part of growing. That's part of getting better. If you think that everything's going to be great from day one to the final day, if you're not constantly trying to improve, you're like fooling yourself, and you're not going to be able to reach that level that you need to get to. And that last one, I'm trying to think what I have written down here. He said, oh, yeah. So, and sort of the last thing is use it as a time of reflection, a time of like self-reflection for the company. This is something that I do. Anytime someone leaves my gym, which it makes it a little tough in my situation. If someone's going to leave the gym, I want to know why. Whether it's finances, they didn't like this, because even though they are leaving, they may come back. They're definitely going to have interactions with other people. So you want to make sure that they just haven't had a horrible experience, right? And you want to make sure that if they leave for reason X, if they were to come back, that situation would be resolved. If it's something that you want to resolve, it's something that doesn't look great for your company, right? So if you have someone leaving because your customer service is poor, right? That's a legit reason. If there's nothing that you could do about it at the time, and you get that, you can explain it to them. But if someone leaves and then they come back, you want to make sure that this problem has been fixed. And even if they don't come back, you want to make sure that the problem is going to be resolved so that no one else leaves for that exact same reason, right? I hear a lot of times customers, not necessarily here with me, but I hear customers saying, "Oh, I don't shop at this place, or I don't do business here because of this specific reason," right? To me, that's the management, that's the leadership's fault, because once you figure out why someone has left, numerous people are leaving for the same reason or not shopping, at your place of business for the same reason. It needs to be fixed, right? Especially us being small business owners, we have more opportunity to actually hear stuff, be involved, and we can change stuff quicker as opposed to a huge mega company. It takes a lot of time to move that big animal, that big monster. But being small business owners, you can make stuff happen. You can change stuff fairly quickly if you don't like the way that it's going. All right. So yeah, those are a couple of things. Negative feedback, it isn't always bad. I don't like people so quick to say, "Oh, they just hating on me. They don't want to see me do well." Like, that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes your product may suck, or it's just not that good. Now with me looking back now, if I'm being totally honest, when I was in my old place, we were in a small little gym, and people would come and check it out, and they would join another gym in town, and just like, man, I don't know why they didn't join my gym. But now I look back, yes, I was doing the absolute best that I could at the time, but some people wanted more, and I just couldn't offer them that. Once I really figured that out, that it's not personal. These people, they just want something else. Same thing here. People come to my gym now, and they just want something else, and there's nothing wrong with that. You cannot appease every single person. That's why having a strong mission statement is key, because you know exactly what you're willing to do, how you're going to make it work. All right. So that's about all I have for today. If you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to get out of here. But remember, tonight I'm going to be live a lot from the CrossFit. All the CrossFitters will be watching tonight, I know. Check out my feed. I'll be going live quite often. It's going to be a great time tonight. But I'll be on tomorrow at 11:45. All right? Tomorrow's Friday, yeah. So remember, tell a friend to tune in.